brand new details on the upcoming Man of Tomorrow have hit the net. So in this video, we're going to go over everything we know so far, some of the details that are being hinted at, and what's been confirmed. So yeah, let's talk about Man of Tomorrow, which right now seems to be a lot of people's most anticipated film for 2027. Yeah, why not? Okay, so the first piece of info we got to get out of the way comes at us from Daniel RPK, who stated, and I quote, "Superman and Lex are going to team up in Man of Tomorrow, and Nicholas Hoult is the co-lead in the film." As if this image that they released when they announced the film wasn't a direct confirmation, because it is. It's literally showing us Superman and Lex together. And a key piece of detail of how they're working together is that Clark is helping him fix the suit. So yeah, of course, he's going to be the co-lead of a film, which he's the first part of the promotional material and announcement. But this isn't the only thing we're going to talk about here in regards to new details. So per reports, and again, take these with a grain of salt, but they're probably true, expect them to shoot once again in locations like Ohio. Now, this makes sense. It was Metropolis the first time. Chances are that they're not going to mess around with what work. They already put into the foundation building CG models of the cities and everything, and that they're just going to reuse the same cities because it makes a lot of sense. So I would expect that any report about where they're going to be shooting is 100% on point, that they are going to, in fact, shoot on location. Now, the other piece of news is that production sounds like it could spin up in June, and that the first look at the film could drop then. Now, obviously, I think this is also true. We know they're going to go after the Batman, which starts in late spring, early summer, and obviously, with how they handled the first film, probably a confirmation and a promotional image of something, maybe Lex and Superman in their suits on set when they start shooting in public, so they can control the narrative and the leaks. Again, this all makes sense to me. The big one, in my opinion, is the report that you can pretty much expect this to be like Proto-Justice League the movie, which again, I would say Superman is pretty much that, you know? Like, it's kind of getting there. So I think that this is a way of them building things up. So it's still the early days. We still got so much to work with in terms of rumors that I wouldn't put too much into anything besides the obvious. Like, it's so obvious that, yeah, Nicholas Hoult's Lex is a co-lead. Why is that even a scoop put behind a paywall by someone, you know? Like, you guys get what I'm saying? Or that him and Superman are going to be teaming up. Like, that's literally the image. And there's one of them fighting. They're obviously going to fight, and then a bigger, greater threat attacks them. Now, I will say, there's now some apparent rumblings that it might not be Brainiac. Okay, this is just insiders, I guess, trying to cover their own bases. Because who else could it possibly be? You know? Unless it's like Parasite. But then again, the same scooper said it was Parasite. That was the giant orb, so scoop. Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will, and if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.